In a recent video, I discussed the issues that have been reported regarding the Yamaha Steinberg USB driver on macOS. I've seen various people saying that they've been unable to get a working USB audio device from their Montage M under macOS Sequoia, so I grabbed an M3 Mac running Sequoia and found that with a properly installed driver I had no problems. I concluded that the issue must lie with the M4 Apple Silicon chip, as that seemed to be a common thread among those reporting problems, but I wasn't able to personally test that as I didn't have an M4 available. But as it happened, an M4 wandered into my home a few days ago, and although it's not destined for work in my audio system, I thought it would be worth testing it to see if I could reproduce the issues. So what we have here is a standard M4 Mac Mini, where the only thing I've changed from the base spec is to upgrade the Ethernet interface to 10 gigabit. I've got my Montage and Montage M directly connected to it over USB, and I've installed the Yamaha Steinberg USB driver exactly as I showed in my previous video. It's version 3.1.7, which I've downloaded directly from Steinberg rather than using the slightly outdated version on the Yamaha pages. Let's take a look at audio MIDI setup. And sure enough, as expected, I've got MIDI devices for Montage and Montage M. But what I didn't expect was that I also have audio devices for Montage and Montage M, both showing 6 channels in, 6 channels out and 32 channels in, which is exactly what you should expect if the drivers worked properly. So is there still an issue? Well, maybe the issue that people are finding is that although the driver creates an audio device, maybe it doesn't actually transmit anything. So let's test that. Let's start with the classic Montage, and we'll open up Logic here and change the input device to the classic Montage, and then we'll create an audio track based on the stereo input 1 and 2 from the Montage and create 8 ascending tracks. There they are. Let's hit record on those and turn off the annoying clicky stuff. And now if I press Audition, we'll find that only a single stereo track is transmitting, and the reason for that is that we haven't yet actually configured the Montage for multi-channel audio. So let's do that next. We'll go to Utility and Quick Setup and choose Quick Setup 3 Audio Record on DAW. I'm also going to change the audio I/O so that I've got direct monitoring turned on so I can hear it. Now let's hit record and see what we get. As you can see, we've got multi-channel audio coming in and being recorded exactly as you'd expect. So there doesn't appear to be a problem at all with the classic Montage. How about Montage M? Let's stop that and create a new project for the Montage M. Here we are again. This time I'll change the input and output device to be Montage M. And we'll do the same again. We're going to create a stereo track for inputs 1 and 2, make sure that ascending is checked, and create 8 tracks. Here they are. We'll record enable those and turn off the clicky stuff, and then head over to the Montage M to set it up for multi-channel audio. With that done, we can hit record and see if we've got a problem. And it looks to me that this is working absolutely perfectly. I'm seeing no problems whatsoever. We've got audio being recorded on all of the tracks that should have audio being recorded. Let's check that that actually did record something, just in case it didn't for whatever reason. And I think it's pretty clear that we've recorded all of the audio that we should have done. So, what's going on? Perhaps the issue that people are reporting is reserved for the M4 Pro and M4 Max, but I don't have those to test, so I can't say whether that is the case or not. But at this point, having seen that my M4 has absolutely no problems I'm going to have to conclude that it's probably an issue with people installing the driver incorrectly, especially given the security settings and palaver that you have to go through with macOS to get this running properly. There's one other thing to check, and that is under Utility on the Montage M. Under Advanced, you'll see that there's an option to switch the driver mode from vendor to generic. And the generic option there is to enable the Montage M to act as a class-compliant MIDI device, but it doesn't support any of the advanced features like the door remote or the audio channels. So if you have by any chance switched your USB driver over to the generic mode, come out of that immediately and switch it back to the vendor mode to see if your audio channels start working. If you still can't get it working, leave a comment on this video and let's see if we can diagnose together what exactly is going wrong.